so busy, and when I wasn't busy, I was so tired. So I had a really cool lecture about like opera, the art of all arts is what they called it. If you use a guy that's like an opera singer, it was pretty interesting. Today we have like a weird schedule where we don't have class or like anything to do until 10 a.m. or something like that. Normally we have class at like 8:45. So I just woke up at like, I think 7:45 is when I got out of bed. Usually I've been getting up at 6 or 6:30, so that was nice. And now I'm gonna get ready, and me and my suite mates, I think all, if not most of them, are coming. We're going to Atticus, which I don't remember if I already told you was this like coffee shop, bookstore type deal, and I tried to go yesterday, but it was like closed, so we went to Starbucks instead. There's like I forget what it's called, like a cinnamon or like French toast or something like that coffee. So yeah. Actually, guys, you literally can't hear a word I'm trying to say right now, so I'm gonna write captions, okay? Sorry, bye. Guys, I'm gonna talk to you while I'm getting ready a little bit. So as far as like the people here go, everyone is really, really like nice, and everyone is so social. You can talk to anyone. I've hung out with like so many random people because people just like, it's just like, yeah, like let's do it, let's go, whatever. What's your name? Like everyone's nice, but because it's like just the nature of the program, it's like a, you know, kind of sort of selective like pre-college thing. So the kids here are smart. They're like academically motivated, and you know, so that's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but what happens is that I think a lot of the people here expect you to be like as on the college grind as they are. There are people here whose Instagram page is like LinkedIn profiles. It's like, it's kind of insane. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all. Like, I admire how driven they are. It's like, that's not something that everyone is going to do. But I feel like a lot of them expect everyone else here to also be like college. Like, they'll just be like, oh, what's your SAT score? What's your GPA? What's your like this? What's your that? And it's like, I don't know. Like, I just kind of want to make friends. I don't understand that whole like what are your stats thing. Unless we're like talking about it, that's different. Where it's like relative conversation, but like first meeting someone and asking them that kind of stuff, or like, do you want to come to Yale? When do you want to apply? Like, it's just a lot. Like, I feel like coming to YYGS does not mean you're gonna go to Yale. There's two, like, if everyone from YYGS got into Yale when they applied, I feel like we all applied at the same time, and we all got in, no one else would get into Yale, basically. Like, we take up way too much of the student population. Like, it's not a pathway program or anything of the sort. It's just an experience in itself. But it doesn't mean, like, you're gonna go to Yale. You know, I think a lot of people here expect, or are kind of, like, subconsciously thinking that they're gonna get into Yale. They're like, okay, now the next step is Yale. It just kind of makes me sad, because I feel like we should all just celebrate our accomplishments as they are, and we should all just be happy that we're here, because this is awesome. Like, we're taking all these cool classes and lectures, and we get to be on this campus and like live in the dorms and everything. Like, it's truly a once in a lifetime experience. A lot of people think this is like a university admissions pathway type thing, even though they know it's like technically not. They're convinced that like it'll be that way for them. Everyone's nice. Like, that's not a judgment of everyone's character. It's just like an observation I've made. Also, just like an end note, because I feel like I don't want to seem like I'm complaining or saying that this is like a big con of the program, because it's literally not. I genuinely have like practically no complaints about YYGS. Everything about it is so good. Like, I would definitely recommend to anyone who qualifies to apply, even if you're like, no, I don't think I could get in. Like, I didn't think I would get in. I think a lot of people don't think they would get in, but someone has to get in. Like, that could be you, so you should definitely apply. And it's like, it's an amazing experience. Like, I have not had a bad interaction. Like, everything's been great, and I'm really, really happy here. Also, I think it was the first day that I was here, I did like a full face of makeup, or like full face adjacent. It's too hot for that. Oh my god, we're heating at minimal now. By the way, I'm ready. Here's the fit. Brandy top, sweatpants, my shorts, and I'm not bringing my feet over here, but by off-brand Tasmans. Okay, I didn't want to film like when I got the stuff because I was with my suite mates and that's just kind of awkward, I feel. But I got this is like a French toast iced latte. Now I'm walking to, it's not a class, it's an assembly or like presentation about opportunities in higher education. I think I told you guys that, I don't really remember. But I have to walk even though it doesn't start for 20 minutes because my building is kind of far. I just got out from like my last Taylor Swift seminar, which is so sad because like we only get 3 seminars and then we switch to our next one. The other tracks only get 2. They get 2 of each seminar. It's like 3 of them. But it's so sad because we don't really have time to like explore things further in depth. We just kind of, you know, like you're left wanting more. But I stayed after to talk to the instructor. He's talking about like how cool it is to like study something like Taylor Swift in a place like Yale because it's the kind of like girly sort of interest that isn't taken seriously. So to be able to study it is very like wow. And I gave her like advice on the seminar because it's the first time teaching it. So she was asking like, what can I do better? And it was pretty cool. I'm gonna like do laundry. It's only been 5 days. So I don't remember the last thing I recorded. We had like an impromptu suite check because apparently some kids have been, I think the girls across the hall from us, they have swapped bedrooms. It's like in a suite there's like however many rooms, I think like 5 or something, or like 6. And the girls across from us, I guess maybe because each specific one is like assigned to you, right? Like you get here on the first day. There's like a specific room that is yours. But apparently the girls across the hall switched rooms, like they were in the wrong rooms. And apparently it's a big no-no. So they have to do suite checks for like our whole, like our residence hall, but specifically the section we're in because it's like there's different doors that are like different sections, I guess. There's A, B, C, D, E, whatever. We're in C. So Jonathan Edwards C had to get suite checks. What was I gonna say? After I showered, because I was the first one to, I like walked back into the room. My roommates were gonna go out. They were like, "Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Yes." So we went to like the corner store, and I got. Oh, I showed you guys when I was at the ice cream shop. I got 2 things of chocolate, but one of them, I think it had like melted and like re-solidified or something because it was like chalky and like weird looking. And the corner stores tend to be overpriced. Yes, these bars were $9 each. I went back and I was like, "Hey, I bought this and it's like expired or something." I don't think it was expired, but I didn't want to like explain my theory about like the melting or I don't know, whatever, something serious. So the guy was just like, "Okay, get another one." So I got like sea salt or salted caramel, like milk chocolate caramel sea salt or something like that. So that's where we're at. And now and then the final thing we did after that, we literally stayed up until like, not all of us, a lot of us stayed up until like midnight-ish, close to that. And then the rest of us, like 3 of us, stayed up until like close to 2 a.m. just talking about everything. They're all so intelligent. Like everyone here is very like well spoken and articulates their thoughts well, and like You know when you're talking to someone and just keep switching topics and keep getting into new topics and then diving deep into those topics so it lasts hours and you never want it to end, and then you have to force yourselves to stop so you can go to bed. Everyone is so smart, and like even when people have different opinions, it's not like scary. It's like they're gonna talk about it and they're gonna hear each other's perspectives and they're just gonna be honest about their opinion. Like, if they feel like you're wrong in some way, shape or form, or if they need to disagree with you about something, they just do it. It's just genuinely interesting because everyone is like hearing each other out and everyone is just like having genuine conversation and not arguing.
Which of these products should we buy from TikTok Shop? Let's talk about that.
Next up, we have a moving fish toy sold by New Gal Commerce. It's designed to be a cat toy. According to the TikTok you're about to see, it can also be